Thank you for joining us. We're going to go ahead and finish up with our last round of presentations. We've been talking about this as facilitators. This was definitely our shortest project this year, but I think probably our most meaningful. It required the learners to kind of take a look back at their year and do a little bit of metacognition, kind of thinking about what they've learned, thinking about their own thinking, which helps them not only reflect, but also look forward. Because a lot of times when we learn something, we add another tool to our toolbox, something else that we can do, and that's great. But when we do this metacognitive process, we're able to expand on what we've learned, because we can then, if we can identify how we're learning things, then we can duplicate that in the future. So you're going to be seeing trees today. I'm sure you've seen a tree or two at home in the past few days or so. But our learners are going to be diagramming their trees for you this afternoon. They're going to start with the roots. The roots are their beliefs, their values, what's important to them as a learner. And then they're going to move up to their trunk. Their trunk contains a description of them as a learner. And then up to their leaves. Their leaves are their evidence. Those are the things that kind of demonstrate what they've learned this year. And then finally you're going to see their sun, which is where they've analyzed where they've grown the most this year. Okay? And so you're going to see, obviously, in a lot of different formats, both content and format of the trees. So do enjoy the presentations. When the learners are finished, you as the parents as well as the learners will have the opportunity to ask questions. So if you want to go a little bit deeper on something, if there was something that you didn't quite understand, feel free to ask. And then at the very end of all the presentations, we'll invite you all to take your learners outside and debrief on the process. I'll explain that a little bit more when we're done. Okay? Let's bring Sarah on up.
This is my tree. The first row is support for projects. Everything needs to be organized. Proactive, focused, working hard. The teacher, synergized teamwork. Expression, creative, challenging. Reading takes me on journeys. Active learning. My trunk is proactive, responsible, creative, friendly, explore. My first leaf is clean desk. My second leaf is friendship. Third leaf is PE. My fourth leaf is Mr. Watson. My fifth leaf is reading. My sixth leaf is writing. My seventh leaf is projects. My eighth leaf is math. And my sun is, when I started the year, I was shy. Now I stand out and shine. Any questions? Michaela.
On your leaf when it said Mr. Watson, what do you mean by that?
On my roots it says I need a good teacher. So Mr. Watson's a good teacher. Ashley?
What was your favorite field trip?
Sacramento.
What was your favorite project?
This project. Jake.
What was the most challenging subject?
Writing. Nakia.
What was the most favorite thing you did this year?
Everything.
What did you like about Sacramento?